This is fantastic. Alright, I was just getting ready to go to work and I realized that I'm not going to be here when these finish at 6 o'clock tonight. So I thought I'd come check them out. It's been right at about 20 hours, almost 20 hours since I put these in here. So let's see how they look after 20 hours. They're ready. Man, that is really good. You know, these aren't even hot enough to worry about touching, even though it's 140 degrees. It's not like it's going to burn you. But the consistency on these things is so good. This is the perfect way to have eye of round, because I cooked a portion of that in the slow cooker last night and it didn't come out all that great, but this is fantastic. And look, you got a little bit of fat. It cooks in nice and crispy, and if you can hear that crunch, it is not so crunchy that it makes your teeth hurt when you bite it. A lot of times when I have carnivore crisps and some of the other ones that I've tried, even some of the other ones I've made, like with the hamburger, they can be a little rough on the teeth. This is not at all. It's almost like a fairly moist pork rind. Man, are those good. This is working out great. I love the idea of being able to dehydrate my own meats and make my own carnivore crisps, because every time I order a whole cow, I usually have some cuts of meat that I just don't enjoy cooking as much, but cutting them up and sticking them in here is working out to be a dream. Hamburger meat, eye of round. I'd like to try some chuck with this, some chuck roast or chuck steak. I may even try a ribeye someday. I don't know. I love my ribeyes to be cooked the normal way, but I've had some ribeye carnivore crisps that I totally love, so why not try them this way? Man, I gotta have another one. Well, anyway, I gotta finish getting dressed.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?
One of the things I do to fight back against big food and big pharma is to recommend companies that make animal-based products that are good for our bodies and good for our skin. In this case, I'm talking about Vintage Tradition. Vintage Tradition tallow balms are a go-to for me now, especially the unscented one. I like it because it doesn't have anything extra in it other than extra virgin olive oil and tallow rendered from suet. This is the interior fat, also called suet or kidney fat. For the tallow they use making the tallow balm. Highly saturated and therefore more therapeutic than any other. They don't use any trim fat or any other fats besides suet. So if you want some ancestrally appropriate skincare products that are going to help support the carnivore movement, head over to vintagetradition.com and use my discount code Dante, D-A-N-T-E, to save 10% on your order. I promise you won't regret it. Their products are fantastic. I love them and I use them all the time.